Hey guys, welcome back to Semper Fi Mechanic. My name's Thomas, and today's video, we're going to be talking about the best lies I've told to customers to get out of doing their job. So if you want to hear the funniest lies that I've ever told, stay tuned, because we're starting right now. Hey guys, how you feeling today? You feeling good physically? You feeling good mentally? I hope so. So today it's going to be a little bit of a lighter note. We're not going to be talking about the guy down the street coming up here stalking me. We're not going to be talking about crackheads chasing me with a hammer. Nothing like that. Today, I'm just going to share a few stories about the best excuses I've came up with to cancel some jobs. Because sometimes life gets in the way and you're already scheduled out for a week. So you need to go ahead and contact your customers, let them know that they need to reschedule or cancel altogether. Well, sometimes you get on that phone, get nervous a little bit because you don't want to tell them what's going on, or the truth is you're just being lazy and you don't want to go to it. So you come up with these elaborate stories, but only a little bit of it's true. The rest of it is complete bullshit. And we're going to actually start off with a bang right now. My dad died 34 years ago. He died on Thanksgiving, 1987. Well, what I do sometimes is if I'm caught up on a job or if I'm overscheduled or I can't get to it, I'll let people know like, hey, I can't make it today. We need to reschedule. My father is in the hospital. He's very ill, like deathly ill. And people are always going to respond, oh, I'm sorry, man. Go ahead and take care of it. Go ahead, just get back with me. Let me know what's going on. And that's all you got to say. The problem is once you've been in business 5-6 years and you have literally hundreds and hundreds of customers over the years, you get lost on who you told what. So one time I told somebody that my father died, so I wasn't going to be able to be there. He was having his funeral in 2 days and I was going to be out of state. You could tell they felt bad for me, but they still had their own shit going on. They needed to get their car to go to work. So what they did was they went with somebody else. They weren't going to wait on me to get back from my dad's funeral, and which was okay. I understand that. Well, some time goes on, and usually I don't delete any text messages, so I can look back at the text messages and see what I've said, what the prices was, or who I talked to, right? For whatever reason, these people reached back out and it wasn't in my phone. So they had a new phone number or whatever. So I couldn't look back at my lies that I told them. So they call and set up a diagnosis for 2 days later. Well, once again, I get super packed. I'm behind. I'm like, look, I can't get to you for a few days. I said, because I got to go see my dad. He's pretty sick. And they responded with, didn't your dad die like 6 months ago? My heart dropped as soon as I read that. And then I realized, oh my God, I know who these people were. Because I did use that excuse, but I didn't use it with everybody. So there's a handful of people that thought my father died. So real quick, I turned around and said, oh no, you misunderstood. That's my wife's dad that we're going to visit, and that's who's sick. So now here, my dad's dead, and my wife's dad is in the hospital bed about to die too. So I done killed my whole family because I couldn't schedule right. So here's another one that I'm ashamed of. My daughter is 6 years old right now. When she was 3, maybe 4, she fell off a trampoline, broke her arm. A lot of my subscribers will even remember that because I had some pictures up on the community channel and we talked about it, how she broke her arm because she broke it bad. The bone actually came up, broke it in 2 places. Very brutal. I mean, it was horrible. I mean, I think about it still to this day. It was so bad that she held her arm up and was like, Daddy, my skin's melting, because her bone was sticking out. It was horrible. I have used this excuse 4 or 5 different times, messaging customers and letting them know, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it today. My daughter just broke her arm. But remember, she's only 3 about this time, right? She's 6, so she's grown a whole bunch. Picking her from school one day, and I actually see one of the customers that I was talking about. He just enrolled his daughter at this school. And it wasn't maybe 2 or 3 weeks since I talked to him. Well, he came over to me. I was like, hey, buddy, how are you? And he looks down on my daughter and says, is this the one that broke her arm? Well, obviously, she's standing there 2 feet taller, no cast on her arm. And I was like, oh, no. As I'm saying that, my daughter speaks up and says, yeah, I broke my arm when I was in preschool. And that guy just looks up at me, and I don't have nothing to say, dude. I'm straight embarrassed. I just grab my daughter by her hand, and I walk away. And I've never talked to this guy again. I actually blocked his number once I got in the car. And my daughter, Harlow, she's like, why do you want to know about my broken arm? Why do you think I broke my arm now? Now, this one that I've used a few times, this one's only for people that I know, people that know me personally, friends, family, or repeat customers. Like I said, all these are true a little bit, but this one is the only one that I used that is 100% true, and it involves my wife. I have canceled 4 or 5 jobs because my wife has ran out of her medicine, which is the good ganja, okay? I'm telling you, it is literally medicine for craziness. So if she doesn't have that, I have literally canceled jobs to go and find it. Then I can go to work. Because I've went to work and I've went to stores and I've left the house when she was out of her medicine, and boy, it can turn brutal real quick. Haley Floyd. Now look, we all have jobs, or most of us, or you have had one, you've worked at some point in your life. And for most all of us, we have called off at some point. And for most of us, we have lied at one point while we was calling off. So that's not a huge deal. I've done the same thing. I've said I was sick. I said there was a family emergency. I've had the normal ones. But the ones I've talked to you in this video are a little bit outside the norm because how dramatic they was and how I got caught lying about them. Now this last one that I want to talk about is messed up pretty bad. Like, not funny at all because there's a lot of people that struggle with it and I'm one of them. But I used this one time and it was to get out of a job because I didn't want to work for this person because they disrespected me. But for some reason, instead of just standing up for myself or just blocking them or just whatever, I decided to lie about my PTSD. Now, I've had therapy for PTSD through my therapist. Also, there's inpatient treatment that you can go to and you can stay a few weeks at a time. There's some that are just a 3-day, almost PTSD detox just to get you out of the situation you're in, to get you calmed back down. And I've been a patient to a few of these. So with this one, I told the person that I was going to an inpatient PTSD therapy session. I would be gone for a week. So I could not do the job. And they was very upset, telling me I should have told them before because we did already have an appointment set up. Like I said, once I got there and actually did the diagnosis, they was very degrading. They just talked down to me. And a lot of customers do that. You'll go out there and they'll think just because they're the customer and they're paying you, that they can talk down to you. But a lot of times I don't say anything because remember, I don't like face-to-face confrontation. It ain't that I'm scared or any of that. Trust me, back in the day, literally one of my issues that got me in trouble when I was young was confronting people and fighting and being stupid. And now I don't like it at all. I will turn away from somebody that's confronting me. So I didn't say anything then, and I should have. So when I told them that I was going to this PTSD treatment, which was true, I just wasn't going then. It was going to be in a few months. They got very upset about it. They went on to say that I was faking it. I just didn't want to do the job, and everything they were saying was right. But I couldn't be like, oh, you're right. And I was thinking, how do they know? How do they know? And what's shitty about this is I go to these treatments. I need them. A lot of people need them. I have a lot of friends that suffer from this, and it's not a joking manner. But it's what I used at that time. Well, I was supposed to be gone for a week. No shit. 3 days later, I get caught at Kroger. And it's always Kroger because for some reason at my daughter's school, you have to pack their lunch every day. It's not like there's a cafeteria. And instead of planning out for a week, I just go to the grocery store every night. Well, here I am pushing my cart. My guy got some Gushers, chocolate milk, here's a Lunchable, and I turn around, and there they are, him and his wife just staring at me. They looked at me and they said, so you're supposed to be in treatment, I thought, huh? Usually I'd have been like, no, I just got out of it, or we completed earlier, or got rescheduled, some bullshit like this. I just admitted it. I was like, no, dude, I just said that because you're an asshole and I didn't want to work for you. And I just walked away. Well, that felt so much better. But man, did I feel like a piece of shit for using my PTSD as an excuse to get out of it. Man, that's bad, isn't it? Jeez. But I've used plenty of them. I've used my wife 1,000 times. She has 100 different diagnoses. I've told people she had lupus. She has all kinds of shit. Like, people probably think, man, what is wrong with this guy's family? I got my dad acting like he's Jesus, coming back after 3 days, coming back to life. So if you like to support the channel, you don't have to, but if you would like to, I'll have my Cash App and Venmo up here on the screen. Also, underneath the video, you'll see a little money sign that says thanks. If you click on that, it's like a tip jar. You can leave tips from $1 all the way up to whatever. So, but you don't have to do anything except 1 or 2 things, and that is push the subscribe button right now. It takes 2 seconds and it's free. Just push that and share this video. If you can do that, I'll love you forever. But like we always say, Semper Fi till next time.